What is the number one thing you can do to reduce your symptoms associated with your fibromyalgia? The diffuse achy muscle pain, the brain fog, restless leg syndrome, irritable bowel, the fatigue. The symptoms associated with fibromyalgia are not caused by fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia is just a name. It's a name given to describe a group of symptoms that people have in common. But fibromyalgia doesn't cause the pain, doesn't cause the low energy, the irritable bowel, the restless leg syndromes, or the fatigue. Fibromyalgia is just a name. One of the main causes or triggers of fibromyalgia is poor sleep. Those with fibromyalgia struggle to fall asleep, struggle to stay asleep, and they never feel refreshed no matter how much sleep they attempt to get. Hi, this is Dr. Rodger Murphree, your FibroDoctor.com, author of Treating and Beating Fibromyalgia and Chronic Fatigue Syndrome. For the last 20 years, I've specialized in fibromyalgia. And one thing I've learned is that the most important thing you can do to start to reduce the symptoms associated with your fibromyalgia is get a good night's sleep. If you think about it, the symptoms that you are experiencing on a daily basis, the pain, the fatigue, the brain fog, the restless leg syndrome, the irritable bowel, all these symptoms are aggravated by poor sleep. Obviously, if you're not getting a good night's sleep on a consistent basis, you're going to wake up tired the next day. And if you've been doing this for months or years or decades, you're exhausted. So there's no wonder you don't have any energy. And you're exhausted not only physically, but you're exhausted mentally. So you have this thing called fibro fog. If you're not getting deep restorative sleep on a consistent basis, your body's releasing inflammatory chemicals. You have some 40% more likely to have 40% more inflammatory chemicals are in your body than someone who's getting a good night's sleep. We know that if you're not getting a good night's sleep, it aggravates one of the main drivers of your fibromyalgia, which is this thing called allodynia. Allodynia is a medical term that means low pain threshold. Those with fibromyalgia have developed a low pain threshold. So their pain threshold is lower than it should be, so pain is magnified. They also have a condition called central sensitivity pain syndrome, where pain is magnified on the nervous tissue, and these nerve signals that are passed to the brain don't really have the filter that they're supposed to have, so that any type of sensation, any type of touching, like a tight blouse or a shirt, a handshake, a hug, a massage, any of these hands-on tactile sensations that normally would be no problem in a fibromyalgia patient, because their nervous system is over processing these sensations, it's triggering pain, and the pain is magnified because they have a low pain threshold. One of the things that you've got to do, to reduce your symptoms associated with fibromyalgia, and probably I think the most important thing you've got to do, and that is to reestablish deep restorative sleep. When you go into delta wave deep restorative sleep on a nightly basis, your body is repairing itself. But if you don't do that, if you're using drugs to knock you out, they don't put you into deep sleep, but they knock you out, or you just are struggling to fall asleep and stay asleep night after night after night, you have depleted certain chemicals that your body needs to work correctly. You also deprive your body from repairing itself each night when it should be doing that very job. When you go to bed at night, the body is repairing damaged tissue, including muscle tissue and soft tissue, that if it's not repaired, the next day you're going to wake up sore and achy with the very same type of pain symptoms that you would have with fibromyalgia. So I want to encourage you to learn more about my sleep protocols. You can watch the free videos at yourFibroDoctor.com. And if you want to know what is fibromyalgia, what causes fibromyalgia, who gets it, and why, you'll also have an opportunity to watch those free videos at endfibronow.com.